Nowak out in Philly, Keane and the Irish on the brink, and Montreal prepares to open a new stadium. Next on The Daily. Welcome to The Daily. It is Thursday, June 14th. I'm Andrew Wiebe. Next to me, Joe Prince-Wright. And Joe, what everyone was talking about yesterday, what people have been looking for a while, especially in Philly, Peter Nowak out as manager of the Philadelphia Union by mutual consent with the club. Apparently philosophical differences, the reasons for his departure. What do you make of this? Was this the right time for the Union to go in a new direction?
I think it was, Andrew. I think everyone's been expecting it for a long time now. Nowak, obviously the record is 2-7-2 this year. He's offloaded the likes of Caliph, Latu, Mwanga now recently. And, you know, the CEO came out and said quite a great quote saying, "I've tasted the wine, it doesn't taste quite good" recently. So it's been brewing for a long time in Philly, and I think maybe the fans will like a fresh change with John Hackworth in charge, and maybe they can push on and salvage their season. As
you said, assistant coach John Hackworth will take over the reins on an interim basis as Philadelphia looks for a new head coach. As you said, 2-7-2 this year, not what they were looking for after finishing third in the Eastern Conference last year. What does it take to turn this team around at this point in time?
I think they need to just get the confidence going. John's been obviously involved with the US national team and the youth levels. They've got a lot of very good young talent there, but they need to breed confidence, get those players involved, and just kind of change the mentality in the locker room. And they've got a great crowd and a great fan base in Philadelphia, so they'll get behind the team no matter what, but just bring the good times back to the Union and start from the basics again.
As you said, the crowd in Philadelphia, they will welcome in DC United this weekend at 7 p.m. on Saturday. That game's on Galavision, the first in a long slate of MLS action. As Euro 2012 rolls on, MLS lone representative on the field, Robbie Keane gets his second chance today to make an impact. The Irish take on #1 in the world ranked Spain at 2:45 p.m. on ESPN2. Joe, they've got to get something from this match, do or die time for Keane and the Irish.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big ask against the world's #1 team, but the Republic of Ireland, a tough start of the tournament with that loss, but now it's like you said, it's do or die. They have to get out, and they've done it in the past in their last tournament in World Cup 2002. Keane scored late on against Germany. They got a tie, and they managed to advance and actually lost to Spain in the penalty shootouts then. So they've had previous success in tournaments going in the second game. It's going to be a big ask. Maybe they play one up top, maybe they go for it and play two up front. There's been a lot of press saying that Jonathan Walters will be starting, the Stoke City main man up top. But we'll wait and see. But it's going to be a great game, and hopefully Keane can pull off something great in this last hurrah for the Irish.
Obviously, Ireland losing 3-1 in their first match in Group C against Croatia. Spain and Italy drew 1-1 there, so a tight group at the time. Once again, Ireland against Spain, 2:45 p.m. on ESPN2. Back across the pond to MLS players still with their clubs in domestic action. A few news and notes from around the league yesterday. Drew Morse, center defender in Colorado, re-signing with the Rapids, a long-term deal. More money for him. A good move, it seems, for both parties involved.
I think so, Colorado. They struggled a little bit on defense, but without Drew Moore, they'd be a lot worse this season. Since he moved from Dallas in 2009, he's done a tremendous job. He's been the rock back there, he's chipped in with a few goals, and it's a great extension for both parties, I think.
Colorado in action this weekend at 7 p.m. on MLS Live against Vancouver. And speaking of Vancouver, one of the young stars in MLS, the guy that was starting to find his feet this year, Omar Salgado, getting some bad news recently. He will miss 2 to 4 months with a broken foot, depending on how that heals. Injured that with the U20s in Uruguay. What do you make of that one? He's had 5 starts this year, really starting to show what he was able to do.
He was. I mean, he gave Martin Rennie a great option on the left-hand side of the attacking three. He really did well, like you said, in previous games. And he's a young star who everyone has very big hopes for. So it's a big blow, but it's not like Vancouver don't have enough attacking power and options up top. Mannix has come into his own recently, and maybe he can help that void.
Staying on the West Coast, a little bit of news yesterday from the MLS Disciplinary Committee. San Jose goalkeeper John Bush suspended for 1 game for what has to be said are some bizarre events in Kansas City.
Yeah, I think the actual charge was for aggressively retrieving a ball, which happened in the sport in Kansas City when they beat San Jose 2-1. It's a 1-game ban. He's going to be missed, obviously. He's a veteran leader out there. But David Bingham coming in is more than capable. As San Jose have shown, their squad rotation has been great, and he can probably do a job and help San Jose keep up with the leading pack in the West.
He won't miss that game this weekend as San Jose don't play their next action against Colorado middle of next week. Last but not least, the Montreal Impact will finally open up Stade Saputo this weekend against the Seattle Sounders. That game is on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. TSN2 and MLS Live. We've been waiting for this moment. It seemed for a while as though it may not happen. They finally got the pitch laid. Big moment up there in Montreal for the Impact, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the early photos coming out before this weekend, it looks absolutely beautiful, the stadium. There's going to be a big crowd up there cheering them on. And I think it's going to be a very big standing point for the Montreal Impact to have their own stadium, to have the fans very close to the pitch, and it would create a very hostile atmosphere and one that could lead them towards the playoff in the East.
Yeah, one player we won't see in that one is Seattle's David Estrada. Like Omar Salgado, he suffered a broken foot and will be out 8 to 12 weeks. You can also catch the Extra Time Radio guys in Montreal. Nick Furshaw and Greg Lawless left today to broadcast live and to give you the inside look at Stade Saputo and what exactly has gone on there with the Impact. You can catch that on Buzzsprout and iTunes this afternoon. That's all we have here for the Daily. We'll catch you tomorrow.